Hello. So things have changed again. I'm having to film on my phone. So what I'm doing today is showing how to make something up from my new kit, so I can add it to the listing, because it might not be obvious if you haven't seen my previous video. So I have two new kits out today. One is Busy Floral Collage Ephemera, and it includes a page of the strips. It includes I think there's 6 floral frames in the larger size and 6 in the smaller size. This is all the stuff that I've played around printing. There are journal cards. I think there are 6 large ones like that, and then there are 10 smaller ones. There are some fussy cut flowers in the kit, and I've added those inside the frames so to use up the paper when printing. And there are also some paperclip slips. So I did my video on the tutorial of how to make them without a kit, and then I went on to start making some paperclip slips and as a digital kit. And it's a 4-page kit, 3 pages of the paperclip covers and then 1 page of ephemera. I'm just going to show you. The ephemera is teeny tiny, so it can be used on the little paperclips. So there's a whole page of teeny tiny bits for the paperclips, and there are how many? I think there are 18 paperclip slips. So this is one. I'll show you some that I've made up, but I'm just going to show you how to actually make one of the slips with the digital. So the first thing is they are for the 2-inch paper clips, and you do need to print at 100% for them to fit your paper clip. What I've done is tried my hardest to make sure if you're using US paper, you'll still be able to print at 100%. So I'm going to show you my cheat method for cutting these out. If you don't have a corner punch, then you can obviously cut those more accurately. I'm going to be using my corner rounder, so I'm not going to cut the corners of mine at the moment. So I'm just going to cut this out. So here are my 2 pieces. Now I'm just going to fold these. It's quite easy to fold because the missing part kind of leads it to fold in the right place. So we now have our 2 little pieces like that. There are a few options for this. So the first thing I'm going to do is take each section, open my corner rounder, and I'm just going to use the corner rounder to cut those corners. Like I said, if you don't have a corner punch, then you can just cut with your scissors around the digital. So that's done. I'm going to ink this. Now these bits here are also going to possibly show, so you want to make sure you pay attention if you're inking those. Obviously if you're not inking and you're quite happy with the white showing, then that's no problem at all. So we've got our pieces like so. The next thing I'm going to do is grab my glue. I'm going to do this one not sewing. So this is going to be a glue only version. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the smaller section not at the top. We don't want this flat edge glued. Now we do need to make sure there are no gaps in the glue if we're not sewing. And the same on here. Again, round the edge. Not the top. And we'll close that up. So there are our 2 slips ready for our paper clip. If you're not sewing, I would leave these to dry for an hour or so, depending on the glue you're using. So these have been drying for quite a while now, so these are ready. So you take your 2-inch paper clip, you tuck the large piece into the large pocket or the large slip, and just push that all the way down to there. And then once you've got the larger one done, slot the smaller one on. Then what you can do is grab the bottom of the paper clip on the large one to pull this smaller strip, the smaller slip up. And you just pull it up until it meets the top of the larger slip. So once your 2 slips are together, just open the top up a little bit, add your glue, and just glue that shut. And there you've got your paper clip covered in your slip. So that's a non-sew version. Let me show you what I've done. If you want to sew, you need to sew while your pieces are still separate, and you can sew all the way around the edge, making sure you don't get too close because you still need room in the slip to tuck your paper clip. So I'm going to take my paper clip and pop it in, same as I did with the non-sew version. So I'll do the large side first and then slip the smaller side on. Line those up. Glue in there. And there we have another sewn version. Okay, so I have made up a few without sewing. We're going to have a little look at those in a moment. These ones are sewn. At the top here, there's no paper clip under here, so this is where you can add your jump ring. You can add an eyelet. So that's my paper clip. Now you could use these as just tabs to hang out of the edge of your journal, or you can hang something from them. So here are some I have already made. So on some of them I've used ball pins. This one has also got a little jump ring in case I want to add something else to that. This one has got a little pen charm on a garment pin. That's another one. And then these will hang on the edge of your page in your journal. Now this one, I didn't hang a charm on, I've just hung a little tag on. There's still, there's still space. I can add a charm if I want, and these are quite sturdy and they will all tuck on to the edge of your page. Now of course they don't all have to go the same way. You can swap them. You can have them this way. You could also have them hanging off the bottom of a page. If you wanted to, you could have it at the top of a page, and you could quite easily add some trim, so you've got some trim sticking out of the top of your journal. So that is how you put together the paper clip slips, and this kit is just 18 slips And the Busy Floral Collage Elements has, I think, 6. There are 6 slips in that kit, but there's lots of other things in that kit too. So I hope that is helpful. I will be back really soon. Take care. Bye.